Yak yak bush. All right, we're good. Anyways, welcome back to the show.
Welcome.
Fucking Playa Peso will be returning later, but he's removing himself from the conversation. Anyways, I was saying, yeah, LeBron definitely knew about that shit.
Yeah, big news.
Immediately, I said it. But
big news.
I was talking to Playa Pace, and he made the point where he was like, I was like, oh, LeBron definitely knew because they have the same manager. And he was like, well, AD didn't know. And I was like, oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, but the way they're treating AD throughout this whole trade is like he's absolutely nothing. Like he's not fucking AD.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like, I mean, the trade is crazy. The trade is fucking doesn't make sense. But they're acting like he's literally a nobody. Like,
well, I think the implication is more so that he has more miles on him.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also like just based off of like talent. Like
because of the implication.
But
no, you're right. I mean, it's
and like now like the Lakers they're going to have to make a trade in the next day or so for another center. Like they have no centers. They do, but not like
I was talking
starters.
You think they're gonna use Rui as a big man? Who else do they even have?
Nakamura, what's his name? Rui.
You said it, and I fucking Rui Hachimura.
Hachimura, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
God, I'm not an expert on this field or anything, but it seems like that kid is always getting yelled at by LeBron.
Everybody is.
Rui Hachimura. He's Hachimiri. He's always LeBron's always like, "Come on, man!" He's doing that face. You know what I'm saying? When he's like, you know what I mean? That
LeBron's a man of many faces.
It's that classic LeBron frustration face. I gotta bring that up a little bit.
What's weird is I never knew this because I don't really pay attention to basketball all that much, but JJ and Luka were teammates for a while.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I knew that. Yeah, Luka's been in the league for a minute. What, like 20?
Well, I know, and JJ's also pretty fresh out of the league, relatively.
What is how JJ Redick was an assistant coach for a few days. Is my phone over here? I need that for research purposes. Fuck! I didn't mean to do that. It's so loud in my. I meant to hit but not the mic and Nikes.
But the soundboard does make a good observation. You had a bit of a moment.
What did I do?
When
oh yeah,
I had the realization right after the trade was like official. Like it's not a rumor. This is actually happening. Shit's going down. I was like, well, shit, we're gonna fucking see Luka's first home game as a Laker.
When did you ask me if I wanted to go to the game?
Like back in early December, mid-December.
Was it early? Yeah, it was a minute ago. It was like over.
Yeah, it was a month ago. At least a month ago.
So, dude, I'll be honest. I forgot even what the event was.
Yeah,
I'm going to a concert with some people on Thursday, and they were like, "Hey, what are you doing on Thursday? You want to go to this thing? We got free guest list." And I was like, "All right, what is it?" They were like, "When is it?" And they were like, "Oh, it's Thursday." And I was like, "Oh, good. I'm doing something on Saturday."
Yeah,
I didn't remember what it was.
No, I put it out of my mind until I think I also like simultaneous like with the news of that trade being dropped. I got like an email from like Ticketmaster being like, "Here's how you access your tickets for this Saturday."
They're like, sometimes in the life.
Yeah, sometimes in life
you go see the liquors, of course.
LeBron James.
Luke, I would love to hear him try to say Luka Doncic.
He probably says it better than LeBron James.
Luka Doncic.
He probably does a better fucking Serbian. Is that it? Slovenian?
Slovenian. Slovenian. It is Slovenian.
Probably does a better Slovenian accent than a fucking English accent.
Oh, I'm ready to see that, dude. I would love to see. I was in the shower today.
I'm still rocking my Halliburton jersey though.
I was thinking about those big men, those big scoring men, while I was taking a shower today, naked and vulnerable. I was thinking about how crazy would it be if we go see the game and like Luka and LeBron just drop like 50 each, triple-double each.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be. I was thinking about it too. Yeah. I was like, that would be probably not that crazy.
I would like not
50 each, but I bet you they'll both drop I kind of want to take
Over
them both to
30.
drop 30
Yeah,
and
yeah.
have a triple-double each.
That would be very likely. Their first home game as Lakers together.
Lakers.
As Lakers together.
Lakers, LeBron James, of course.
And they're both in the locker room. LeBron comes up to Luka and he goes, Luka.
Them young boys coming.
Yes, Luka. Them young boys coming.
Sometimes in their life, you have to be competitive.
Sometimes in their life, you're too competitive. No, sometimes in their life, Luka is too competitive. For sure. You ever seen that boy get acted up?
Yeah, they all do.
He gets
They all
fired
do.
up. Nah, he gets fired up and starts acting up.
Yeah.
He goes ham, dude. He talks his shit.
Deservedly so, though.
It's great, man. I wish Kobe was alive to see him play for the Lakers. Not to get sentimental or anything. I know we're trying to be funny, but that would have been sick.
That would have been crazy.
That would have
Yeah.
been so dope.
Yeah.
You think Kobe would have ever became a member of the Lakers coaching team, or you think he would have stuck?
I
coaching his daughter?
think he would have done
Not
some.
stuck, but he would have enjoyed coaching his daughter so much.
I think he would have done something in the office, but I don't know about
Something in the life?
Yeah, something in the
He would have
life.
done something in the life.
I don't know about coaching. I don't know.
Man.
But yeah,
I was-
it'll be nuts. I really wish I pulled the trigger like a month ago on getting one of those Mavs City jerseys. So I had it like the link like pulled up and I was like, it's a cool jersey. It's
You
like
don't want the Doncic anymore, dude.
Huh?
You don't want the Doncic. It's lost its value.
If anything, it's gonna go up in value.
No. That's a classic thing, though. Like, when you're a kid and you're player, like, when AI got traded to the Nuggets, everyone was like, what are we going to do with these Sixers jerseys we just got?
Yeah.
The same thing with, like, anyone. Like,
Well,
I
it's
remember...
when LeBron went to the Heat. There was fucking mass bonfires.
Yeah,
Just burning the jerseys, and then
Yeah.
he came back to the Cavs. Like, what was
is
it? Like
that?
4 seasons
What
later.
is that in people that does that? Where it's like, why don't we just immediately... Well, I think this is probably the root of a deeper issue, but...
I mean, people get far too emotionally wrapped up into sports. That's
Oh,
why they're so successful. That's why it's a fucking
it's like you with
$1
video
trillion
games.
industry. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's kind of like
No.
you with video games. No.
No.
That was a PA. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just hit you with the PA, but I was inspired. But you're absolutely right. People,
But
do get-
it's like
it's way too crazy
You
about
go through your
sports.
closet. You're like, what do I wear today? And you pull out a fucking, I don't know.
dust
fucking-
off your finest Heinz Ward.
Yeah, exactly.
In the words of Shane Gillis.
And if you see something from a player that left your team, you're like, get this the fuck out of my face. It's a visceral reaction.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
don't
want
know.
to point it to the ground.
Yeah, point it to the ground. I remember I felt that way with my Aubameyang jersey, but it was because he was disrespectful. But I never felt that way with like my Kagawa jersey. I was like, yeah, this is the shit. This is reminiscent of
yeah.
a good time.
There's different cases, of course.
Dude,
It's like nobody in Dortmund was burning Royce jerseys when he fucking came to Los Angeles. They're like, thank
wow,
God.
no one would ever do that, dude. The boy is loved in his city.
Exactly.
Um,
So there's different cases, but it's like obviously LeBron when he fucking just ditched the fucking Heat to go get championships. They were like,
well, he ditched the Cavs first.
that's what I meant. He
Oh,
ditched
yeah.
the Cavs to go to the Heat.
Yeah, and then he ditched the Heat to go
All
get
the Cleveland
championships.
people like, God damn it, LeBron.
They
And
were
that's
filming
why
with their
they're
fucking terrible cameras. They were filming as
use
horrible.
all their 5 brain cells to fucking light a fire and burn them. But the it's just gonna go up in value. It's only gonna go up in value.
I don't know.
Those jerseys.
I don't know. Maybe in the
Well, the
future.
thing is, anything out of print is gonna go up in value. Anything that they're not making more of,
Right,
the exclusivity of it.
right. That's I would think that, but
It's just
sentimental,
gonna take time.
sentimental and emotional value to the fan base depletes
Exactly, but like,
until it's over, until they're gone, and then you're
Yeah.
like, damn, I wish I had a Luka Mavs jersey right now. That was a
exactly.
classic.
Yeah, if you
time.
just hold on to it long enough, there'll be a time period where it's like, yeah, right now nobody wants to.
It'll
see
be one of those jerseys that people see you out in public and want to buy it from you.
Yeah,
You ever have one of those?
I've never personally.
Dude, I've had them a bunch of times. And one time, I remember when I was a kid, I used to wear my brother's authentic basketball jerseys, and I would go to Carmel Fest, and people would always try to buy them off me, and I'd be like, I can't, it's my brother's. But one time I was wearing a
I'll die.
yeah, I'll get killed. No joke. But one time I was wearing a super fake Zidane jersey. You know the one with the collar that I have?
Yeah, I think so.
France 98 one. And someone tried to buy it off me for like $140. And I don't know why I didn't do it.
Yeah,
I don't
you
remember. I don't remember why I did not do that.
You could have bought a real one,
I could have, yeah.
or just had $140.
Yeah, or I could, I just had
Yeah.
$140 for a jersey. I think I got for free. I think my brother ordered one and he got an extra one, and I just had it was free.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are great, dude. Jerseys are so fun.
It's like I'm never gonna get rid of my Bayern Lewandowski jerseys.
Oh, how could you, bro? You wear them every day.
I don't.
You love those jerseys.
I do love my Bayern jerseys, but I don't wear the Lewandowski anymore.
You wore that messy one, I think, for like a week straight when you got
The
it.
PSG one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking sick as hell.
Fire jersey, dude. I don't blame you at all. It's fucking
It's
sick.
the Jordan like third kit, Messi 30. Amazing.
Dude, the thing I love about clothes in general is when you have a lot of them and you hang on to them for a long time, like you don't have a thankfully my mom has the hoarder gene. This is like the only thing I'm thankful for about that. But thankfully my mom is like a hoarder, so she won't just take my clothes and throw them away. Like she has to, she's so hesitant, especially like without my word to throw them away.
Yeah, me too.
She's
yeah,
so
same
willing to
with
just
my
keep
mom.
them. And when you have clothes for that long, like particularly these sweatpants, I have these polo sweatpants. I have a brown pair, just like them, and I stopped wearing them for a hot minute because it was all fucking joggers and pants that cut off at the cuff or rest on the cuff,
Right.
or ankle. And then now I'm back into these, and I can rock these again. I brought them from home, and I've been wearing these for a week.
Yeah.
I wear them 90% of the day for a week straight.
Yeah, at least every other trip back home, I find something in my closet. I'm like, why did I leave this here?
Why don't I wear this every day? Yeah, I do the same thing. I did that. This
It's like when I was living in West Hollywood, I went back home one time and I saw this mesh tank top, and I was like, why aren't I wearing this at the clubs every weekend?
Yeah.
You know?
Why didn't I have this when I was in West Hollywood? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you just said?
Yeah.
I just zoned out for a second because I was I swear I heard this beep. Holy shit, that's crazy, dude. I've never heard that ever. I can only hear it because it's like the mic is hypersensitive. This beeps when you hit it.
Oh.
I've never heard it. You can't.
I can't hear a beep.
Listen.
You sure it's not just like the whistling?
No. The headphones on. This is a good segment. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Headphones on. You hear it?
I just hear like the
You hear the
pull.
beep? Listen to beep. Listen.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Huh.
I've never heard that. If I told Play a Pace, he's been smoking these
Who'da thunk?
forever, dude. I bet you he's never noticed that. Remind me to
It's-
ask him that when he comes
yeah.
in here.
It's very subtle.
Yeah, it is. It's you can't hear it over the sound of the pull. The pull is like louder. It's like an internal noise. Oh, he sent us a video?
No.
Yeah, he did.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Fucking what else, dude?
Well, we forgot to mention last week.
Exactly.
Big news, huge news.
Big nose.
One of us, it's not you, is on Netflix now.
It's not me.
Yeah. My name's always been on Netflix. Well, not always. I mean, but for the last few years,
Is your
been
name
on Netflix.
in the credit scene?
For that episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. My
I
name's
didn't
always been in the credits.
I didn't see it in the intro scene, in the intro credits.
Yeah, it wouldn't show it there.
Oh, okay.
I don't
yeah,
think
that-
so. I'm not. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Starring.
Yeah. No, never.
Would you go by AJ Baldwin or Andrew?
I think they credited me as AJ Baldwin. I hope so.
Bro, you should go as
Well, that's my SAG name.
your SAG name should be Andrew J. Baldwin.
No.
That's hard, bro.
No.
That's such a hard name, bro. If I saw that, I'd be like, that's like Andrew J. Baldwin is like Daniel Day-Lewis magnitude ill.
I don't know.
Dude, tell me you don't like that. And
I don't.
And no, tell me you don't like it and be honest.
I don't like
You
it.
can't do it, bro. You're saying it with a smile because you're just trying to make me mad.
No. So back in
Andrew J. Baldwin is hard, bro.
back
It
in
sounds
high
like a
school when me and
sounds like one of those boys we were talking about on the way over here when we were passing Santa Anita, and I said those type of guys made this
Yeah, yeah. I don't.
It's a powerful
Why would I?
name.
Wouldn't, that's not the kind of power I'm after.
It's a powerful name.
It's not kind of the wielding.
Holy cow, those guys, man. Founding fathers were some devious brothers, dude.
Especially in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Out west,
The
they were
people
like,
that,
we were
yeah,
far
the
away
people
from
that
the 13
founded the
colonies.
Wild West.
Oh, my.
Wild
Yeah.
West is just built on
Yeah.
rape and fucking thievery.
In pedophilia, yeah.
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 It's a fun place, though. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, now, yeah. Can you believe they were? Well, I mean, yeah. I guess if you get deep into the linings, the fabric of the location, maybe you'll find that that's still the
Yeah.
values.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I was listening to.
on the surface, though, it's very against that. It grew into a metropolis that's outspokenly,
Sure.
well, as it should be against rape and pedophilia. But,
Yeah. Well,
but it's just against white rich dudes, old men doing whatever the fuck they wanted.
yeah, it's a thin layer though because it's absolutely what is still happening
Exactly.
to this day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Like
still in,
blatantly still to this day.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still in the fabric of
You have fucking every billionaire white guy being like, this town's different.
yeah. This town.
Now
it ain't
don't
like-
look what I'm about to do.
It ain't like it used to be. I can't even children anymore. And his buddy next to him is like,
We were just doing that last night. Yeah.
How much do you need? how much till you're satisfied?
Yeah, now it's just built on hypocrisy.
Yeah.
But so I'm on Netflix.
You liked it more when it was pure,
Yeah, sure.
as an Andrew J. Baldwin.
Well, it's like that Norm Macdonald bit. You know what I'm talking about? On comedians in cars getting coffee.
The worst part was the hypocrisy.
I don't think that's what it. I was thinking it was the raping.
I think the rape was the worst part. I was
You
surprised.
never hear a
Seinfeld-
rapist go, I know it's not politically correct, but I just love rape. At least he's not a hypocrite.
Every time I watch that clip, I'm surprised Seinfeld laughs.
I'm not. He's a fucking dirty dog.
Have you seen? Yeah, he does get down. Have you seen Seinfeld? The clip with Seinfeld, Louis, Chris Rock, when Louis says the
Oh
N-word?
yeah, of course. He's like,
So I just don't like that. I just don't.
yeah, he doesn't like that.
It kind of made me feel. There's this at the open mic last Friday. There's this new guy that came
When
in.
I was there, no.
No.
Oh.
This past Friday, the new guy came in. It was like an Asian guy, like an ambiguously Asian, like you wouldn't know where he was from. And he made more anti-Asian jokes than I could
Hey.
ever hear, and he was saying them.
Korea.
No. That's the thing.
All right.
Not even, bro. I'm not even going there. I'm being dead serious. It was so uncomfortable that
Did
he
you
was.
ever find out?
No, he dipped as soon as his set was over. But no, but he came in and he told jokes. Maybe I was the only one that felt this, but I talked to people afterwards. I talked to my Korean brother afterwards, and I saw if he agreed with me. But he came in and he was this ambiguously Asian guy and made like a bunch of Asian hate jokes, and then like said them like as if like he said them in a tone that said to me, it said, you guys are gonna like these. White people love Asian jokes. Like that was the overtone of like his inflection and the way he told them.
Okay. Nobody knew this guy?
No one knew. He was brand new. No one knew him. And then he, at one point he made a joke. He was like, "I'm not Filipino." Okay, so he was like, "All right, we can eliminate that one, I think."
Everybody's like,
Yeah, it's just a map. Everybody has a bingo map. But yeah, and then so uncomfortable. Like he was like, "Yeah, and the stinky, smelly Asians, right? Am I right?" Yeah, anyways, like just like, and he wasn't like doing it like sarcastically. Like it wasn't like, "Oh, if you laugh at this, you're fucked up." Like if you laugh at this, I got you type thing.
yeah.
Because sometimes people will do that. Like I've seen black comics to be like, I've seen Italian. Joey said something about Italians and called them guineas once, and everybody laughed. And he's like, "Oh, so you laugh at that, right?" That's the last people we can be too racist towards, and that's funny.
Sure.
But this was really uncomfortable, and I talked to my Korean brother after. But that's what it reminds me of. That what were we talking about before this?
The Seinfeld.
Yeah. Seinfeld being like I in front of Chris Rock, like trying to stand up for Chris Rock as if it like made Chris Rock uncomfortable deep down. Reminded me of me doing that My Korean brother, he didn't really care. I didn't care that much either. I just thought it was peculiar.
Yeah.
But my Korean brother was like, yeah, that was weird. He was like, that was definitely weird, and it seemed forced, and seemed like he thought it was gonna like be really good
Yeah.
for the crowd. That was weird though. That was one thing weird that happened. I went up. I got forced to go up. I didn't fight it too hard, but I did get forced to go up on Friday. I wasn't gonna go up.
You didn't want to?
No, I didn't have anything. I didn't have any material. I mean, I have material, but like I don't know, man. I just wasn't inspired to do material that I've already done, even if like I've already done it once. Like I'm kind of afraid of bombing right now. I have this thing in me that's afraid of bombing. So to fight it,
I mean, it's been besides the last 2 weeks, like when I went
like
with
a month
you.
and a half.
Yeah, it was
off,
like a month and a half. Yeah.
I tried to fight it. I
Like
did.
going up.
Yeah,
at all?
no. I tried to fight the feeling of being like, oh, if I don't have any material, I won't be funny, and everybody just will stare at me, and I'll so I just fucked around, and I went up and I did a whole 5 minutes even, but just went up and I was like, got a pink hoodie, big deal, pink hoodie. I dwelled on that for about 45 seconds, and I was like, pink hoodie, yeah, pink. He's like, people always say that I love your pink hoodie, like they actually like it. My boss, my manager was like, oh, Jared, I like your pink hoodie. Like, yeah, I like how your husband cheats on you, you bitch. we can all be specific now, can't we? I thought that was pretty funny.
That's good.
And that got a decent laugh, but I had already planned what's that called? I already planned a safety net. So I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna take these off so I don't see the disappointment in your faces for the rest of the set. Maybe that'll help me do a little bit better. And then like later on, I was doing decent. I was like, picked him up off the table. I was like, I think this can go back on. I'm doing pretty good. I just fucked around a little fun. Had a little fun. And it was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Just have some stuff you want to try out, but don't take it too seriously.
Yeah. And the main thing is like, I have this thing in me from music where it's like never be too sure of yourself. Like you love what you love and sure, like have pride in the things we create if they're worth being prideful about.
Mm-hmm.
But like I still have this thing in me that's like you're not a great. You know what I mean? There's a thing in me that's like you don't have autonomy. I don't have comedic autonomy in my brain at all. But I think in most conversations, it's not autonomy, that's not the right word, but like I think more Jesus Christ, it sounded like Godzilla. There's this thing in me that prevents me from being like, yeah, you're funny, just go up there. Like you're funny in conversations, you make people laugh, people like you, just go up and talk. There's a thing in me that there's a little guy in me that like people don't like you that much. They don't want to hear you. A lot of people don't like you and they don't want to hear your opinions because your opinions are more than likely controversial to these people. And so
yeah, I think there's that guy in every sane human being.
Yeah. I don't know. Sane, yeah. Sane is sanity and self-awareness. Thin line in that guy right there. Because there's a lot of guys who come up at these open mics that tell a whole 5 minutes that you can tell they've practiced to a T. They know every word, every line. But it's so bad, and it makes them look so bad. Like, you've seen Funny People, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while, but...
Yeah. So there's this thing in Funny People that always has stuck with me, even the first time I ever watched it, before I ever did comedy, when I was a kid. And it stuck with me kind of while I started writing jokes before I started doing stand-up. Well, I was just like writing jokes for the year prior. And Adam Sandler's like, you only tell jokes about coming and jerking off. Are you ever trying to get pussy? He says it to Seth Rogen. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy because I went in like, first couple open mics and there's always this guy who was a bald middle-aged guy who's like, yeah, I'm divorced. And he just lists off all the porn websites that he jacks off to. And then he thinks it's like an impressive bit to be like, yeah, X and XX and RedTube. And like just list off every fucking...
Sure.
And I see that, and I'm like, wow, this is not good. This guy is embarrassing himself. I laugh a little bit because
Yeah.
I too goon.
You're
I too
like,
goon.
I know those sites.
Yeah. And then the funniest part is that specific night, I was with these two girls and I was talking and I was just like, chilling. And when you're with two women, you gotta code switch a bit.
Sure.
You gotta code switch to the women brain.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I said something about how the guy just came up and talked about like watching a bunch of porn. And then this girl who was hot was like, yeah, and like those guys just like, she was like, yeah, I totally agree because like those guys too, like you could just tell they're like just gooners. And I was
Like, what's that?
in my head, I was like, I too goon, But it meant out loud, I was like,
what is that?
yeah, I know. Out loud, I was like, yeah, I know.
A gooner?
I know, right? It's gross. I went home, fucking pulled up. Yeah. Ew. Rushed home and pulled up Eero Me. Just a good time.
Just clicked on 20 different folders.
Oh my God. It spent me an hour and a half because I had a few brews, so it took me extra long to fucking.
Oh, God.
Involuntary edging.
All right. We're in your room right now. So
we're having fun. I know you smell the musk. But anyways, yeah, no, I mean it's just I learned the point being, if you're watching this and you think that you're a funny person or you want to be,
You're not.
Well, okay, well
You're just not.
You might not be. But if you're a guy who brings up sex and porn and like you think it's funny to bring up your favorite porn stars like in front of women, or like if you think it's funny to like put on like borrow a girl's hat or like put on a girl's hat and be like, oh, this smells like fish. Because I've seen that recently. I saw that
hat?
like an article of clothing. Yeah, like I saw one of my buddies back home, been on the show before. He borrowed this guy who's drunk and he borrowed this other girl's hat that's notorious for, that may or may not be notorious for getting around. And he was drunk and he put her hat on just like, as a gag, whatever, as a bit. And was like drunk enough that he was like, this smells like fish. He's like, why does this smell like fish? And everybody was like, oh, such bad everything, such bad timing, bad place, wrong place, wrong time. But
wrong line.
But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is funny.
Yeah.
All the boys wanted to laugh.
Sure.
Killed the mood with the girls.
I could see that happening.
Killed the mood with the girls.
Why does it smell like rank puss?
Yeah. It's the funny. The worst part is that like he was drunk, so he like started laughing. He was like, "Why does this smell like?" And he like floated away from the table. He was like, "Why does this smell like pussy?" Yeah, not pussy fish, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
Same thing.
You read between the lines.
Yeah, that was fun though, dude. I have so many stories that I've been thinking about, but
yeah, as somebody who wouldn't be trying to impress any female at that, I would have laughed a lot.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
Nah, you would have smirked. You probably would have had the same smirk that I had because I was just like, I had like, Jesus Christ, dude, smirk. But it is funny. With the boys, that's hilarious. In the group chat,
yeah, I probably would have been too awkward to laugh, but I would have just been like,
yeah. In the GC, okay, listing off your porn sites, hilarious.
Yeah.
Listing off, saying that you're there's a
when I'm scrolling through my Insta feed and I pass that guy who's like speed running the fucking porn star names. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get into it, but I could probably do that too.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's pretty good at it. I think
he's a pro.
He's a pro. I think I'm probably pro-am.
Yeah, you could compete.
I think I might be pro-am, but
you could probably make it to nationals, regionals at least.
Yeah, I'm not gonna win though.
No,
I'm gonna get blown out by one of those guys.
Yeah,
get my back blown out. But no, in the GC listing off we have this thing that's fun in the group chat with the boys back home, where
you guys got something weird in your group chat.
We do fun stuff, dude.
Like
it's
send
funny.
each other dick pics.
No one sends. Boger sends a dick pic sends dick pic, sent dick pic, and the chat really hasn't been the same since.
Look at this
but
pic of me getting blown.
It was crazy. That should be the thumbnail to the episode. Should I make it the thumbnail of the episode? Just blur the face out?
If you want to get it taken down from
I'd have
YouTube.
to do some. No, I'll blur it out. I'll blur the penis and the face, the girl's face. That'd be funny. But no. But there's a thing in the group chat where like where people we all talk about what we're having for dinner tonight, or like what we're having for dinner and what we're watching. So it'll be like, oh, burgers and the Penguin, or like, you know what I'm saying, Chipotle and you know, FIFA or
fucking
something.
red tube.
Yeah, even red tube. And someone, the number one goon, it's the person we've been talking about this whole time. He'll always be like, you know, McDonald's and Mia Khalifa,
Yeah.
like McDonald's and Lisa Ann or some shit. He really likes he's a big fan of Christy Mack. He'll always be like McDonald's. Yeah, he'll be like DoorDash and Christy Mack. That's a fun bit.
Well, yeah.
We all laugh at that.
Yeah.
But if you went to an open mic in front of like a bunch of like young, like hot girls,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, last night I had DoorDash and Christy Mack. I jerked off till I fell asleep and came all over my belly. If you do that, you're doing something wrong. I'm telling you right now, no one's going to tell you because they're so disgusted by you. They don't even want to
Yeah, they don't want to
to
approach you.
They don't want to approach you. But if you're doing that, stop.
Yeah. But it's like watch just a spattering. You know, that's a bad term for people who jerk off too much. But watch a variety of different specials of people, like professional comedians. Like people get paid millions of dollars to do it. There might be slight mentionings of like jorking to peanuts, but it's never a full bit. Hardly ever is
The
it a
only
full
time
bit.
I've ever heard it is when
Unless somebody looks like a fucking roasted scrotum as a person, like they're not talking about that at length. I'm talking about Jim Norton, of course.
Does he talk about it at length?
He talks about getting hookers all the time.
He looks like he needs them.
Yeah, of course.
No disrespect, I like Jim Norton. He's funny.
He's hilarious, but he
but,
does look like a fucking sun-dried scro.
He looks like a sun-dried peach. But scro, yeah, peach, same thing. But the only time I've ever heard it really talked about, I don't even listen to Jim Norton stand up like that. But the only time
I've just seen him a couple times at the store.
Only time I've ever heard it talked about is fucking Chris Rock and Tambourine. He talks about having a porn addiction and how it fucked up his marriage. And that's the only time I've ever heard it addressed. And it's a fucking serious, other than McCusker talking about it on the podcast. McCusker talks about porn addiction a lot, being in the throes of cam girl addiction, which that's deep, dude. Cam girl addiction is like worse. I think it's worse. First of all, you know, there's
Well, that's just constant money being spent.
There's actually scientific studies that say this is a little. I'm gonna come back to it, but there's scientific studies that say what?
Nothing.
There's scientific studies that say that jerking off, if you're gonna masturbate, don't use porn. Which that sounds like common sense, really. But like basically, if you
how else do I do it?
What is going to excite me? But that voice was ambiguous.
Yeah.
There's no pinpoint.
If you say so.
That's just a voice for a dumb horny guy.
All
That's
right.
my dumb horny guy voice.
So.
Anyways, no, really though, there's studies that because it just like builds the expectation and like in your mind, it's like porn is like it's fake, so it's like getting addicted to social media or getting addicted to like thinking like movies are reality essentially, by stimulating yourself with that and triggering like connecting the power of like what the orgasm is in the body, because it is like fucking, it's like drug. It's like it's self drug.
Coming. Oh, coming.
Yeah, coming is like it's just as addictive as drugs. I mean, clearly.
It's like busting a nut.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, what's that?
It's Always Sunny, where they're trying to become like an award-winning bar. And they go to like this like cool new bar, and the guy's like, it's like having an orgasm. Like he's like that.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
how he
exactly.
described the drink.
It's like,
And
it's like
Dennis is like,
it's
keep it light, keep it fun, keep it entertaining. And he's like, Mac goes, it's like busting a nut. The guy's like, what?
Oh,
It's like jizzing all over the place.
Oh my god, it's so funny, dude. I love that. It's Always Sunny is so great.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh, it's so funny. But
It's like jizzing all over the place.
it's like no, it's like jizzing all over the place.
It's light. It's fun.
He's like, no, what are you doing? Dennis comes over.
Oh. You're gonna love it. It's like busting a nut.
Oh my god.
The second he says
dude.
it, Dennis just goes,
You can see. What are you doing?
no, it's like jizzing all over the place.
Oh god, it's so funny.
It's fun.
Dude.
It's light.
Show is so funny.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh god, it's so funny.
So it's like a drug.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean. It's fucking. It's common sense. It's like it's like a super extreme. Fuck. I heard someone describing it. I want to use the same words or similar verbiage that they used, but it's like it's just like a super extreme like blast of serotonin. Or dopamine or whatever the
Yeah. And it's like sustainable, but if you do it too much, it's just you're gonna physically and mentally drain yourself.
you're literally just becoming addicted to it.
Yeah.
It's like it truly is like one of the best feelings coming.
Yeah. Which unrelated, I might need to take a bathroom break for like 10 minutes.
You gotta take a Duke.
Sure.
All right. So basically, we'll just we'll just come back to it. Just go take a shit.
I was
We'll come
joking.
back. You done to shit? Oh, you gotta go jack off.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're a jack off addict. You're a jaddict. But no, and then yeah, if you train your body to become like used to that 7 times a day, obviously before you know it, you're gonna be heavily addicted to porn, and then that's a slippery slope down like what gets
Yeah.
you off, because it's just a vast world of your wildest imaginations. And the next thing you know, you're a disgusting sexual deviant that like is watching shit that you definitely should not be. You shouldn't even be wanting to watch that type of stuff. But that's what happens when you become grossly addicted to sex and you become a sexual deviant and you're a nasty guy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I mean, the worst case scenario is people start watching like CP and stuff. That's the classic scenario.
Sure. Yeah.
But I mean,
CP is no good.
That's the worst. That's worst case possible scenario. But I mean, it's definitely no good if you're like wanting to get shit on. Like eventually you get to the point where you're watching like shit and piss porn and like all you want to do is
Scat porn?
yeah, because it's just you keep finding, if you find something that makes you bust hard,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that's what I like right now. And then eventually that stops working because you did.
I mean,
6
obviously,
times.
CP is the worst. But like every type of porn, and again, getting addicted.
Do you
to
know
it
any
is
fellas that have
awful.
ever been caught for CP?
No.
Dude, one of my brother's best friends growing up got caught for CP. They raided his house, and it was a big story around Carmel. Pretty wild
Jeez.
shit.
No, I've never even heard of anybody in Carmel.
Funniest thing, I vividly remember that. That was when I was younger too, maybe like high school, and I vividly remember my brother being like, "Damn, I hope it was just like 17-year-old girls."
I mean,
I'm like, dude, don't say that again.
yeah.
Just don't say that. And he's like, "What, dude? It's better than it being 12-year-old boys." And I was like,
It's
true?
all bad.
No, true, but it's all bad. It's all bad. That's not good.
It's an umbrella.
To be honest, I think girls shouldn't even be able to do porn until they're like 20. Earliest. You got to be two decades before you can do. You can't be 1.5 decades and be like, I want to get fucked on camera in my asshole. That's crazy. You can.
But, like,
you shouldn't have that. That's
18-year-old donkey dick dudes are fine.
no, 18-year-old
No.
dudes can't. Dudes should be like 22, 23. They're old. Porn stars are old anyways. There's only like a
Some of
select
them.
few male porn stars that are like in every video, and those dudes have been in the industry since like the early 2000s.
That Jordy kid must have started early though.
That kid's gonna be around forever,
Yeah.
like ever. Cause dude, we're looking at like Mick Blue and these fucking guys. Well, I'm getting into Goon territory. But we're looking at like Mick Blue and these other guys, like even Johnny Sins. These guys are like if you watch videos from like 2007, 2008, like they're in those. They're young guys in those videos. So like they've been the go-to guys as male porn stars
for a minute.
Yeah, 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Damn, we're getting
old. And they will
old.
continue. They'll continue to be porn stars until these guys, they fuck. You know what I mean? They fuck. That's what they do.
Yeah,
That's all they do. They work out and they fuck.
There's only so many big dicks to go around,
Well, nowadays people are. This brings me to. It brings me to an interesting point you thought of, because we know how women are. No, it's a chair.
Oh, okay.
We know how women are evolving. Okay, women are evolving. They're due to evolution. Women are like getting natural asses and tits out of nowhere. Like we're at a point in time where like being thick was more common than ever. Like having a fat ass. Really, just not even being thick.
I mean, is that
having
evolution,
a fat
or
ass,
is that
skinny
just
waist?
the accessibility of plastic surgery?
No, it happens. Like it's natural. Like I mean, I'm not trying to go crazy,
TikTok
but
trends of
there are 18-year-old porn stars and shit
eat
that
fucking gallons of honey to get fucking massive cheeks.
I don't know. I think it's evolution.
I don't know if we can credit Darwin with all of this ass.
I think we can. I think Darwin would have called it. I think Darwin would have been like, there'll be pogs walking the street. In no time, there'll be pogs walking the street.
Give it a good 400 years.
Yeah.
Wait till you
Darwin
see the amount of ass.
He wasn't 1600. Darwin was probably like early 1900s.
Darwin?
Yeah.
The theory of evolution?
Yeah.
No.
Bro is not that old. He's
At
not
least the 1800s.
Maybe late 1800s. You Googling it?
Yeah, I got it.
But no, I do think people are evolving. I think kids are like more adult than ever. I think social media is forcing.
All right. Yeah, 1800s. He born. 1800.
He born.
He died in 1882.
Yeah. He ain't no 1600 boy. But I think they are evolving at a rapid pace. I think there are girls that are.
Give it 150 years. Wait till you see how much ass is all
No,
over the place.
there's a common thing, like you'll see videos, like you know those flirt videos and shit, like where guys will have like the POV cam and they'll go flirt with girls and get their number. And
Oh,
it's like a
sure.
whole wave.
Yeah.
There's so many of those videos where the girl looks like a straight up fucking adult and he goes and hits on them and they're like, I'm 15. And there's kids too.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube, for some reason on YouTube, I get pushed like gym shit a bunch. I get pushed like workout shit.
Yeah, you need it.
And kids, there are 15-year-old like males, guys that are like, that look like grown ass adults with like beards and shit.
Yeah.
It's just evolving. The kids are evolving and they look older and older.
Well,
And that might be me. And maybe they were kids my grade that older people looked at when we were kids, and they were like, that looks like a grown up. Like I could think of one girl in particular that definitely was mistaken as a grown adult, as a child, essentially, the 15-year-old.
oh yeah, sure.
And she was even like with a senior when she was a freshman, and I think they were dating maybe even before that or something.
Yeah, and
I
that's
don't know.
like that's
Nothing
not
into
good.
Hometown gossip, but yeah. But no, maybe that is that. But
Yeah, I must
I
have
always
just
credited
got
it to evolution.
Fucking shafted with that thing. Cause I always like when I was younger, I didn't go through like puberty till like fucking junior year. I looked like a fucking fat little gnome.
Yeah, I didn't
Until-
even go through puberty till like this week.
Yeah.
I just started.
And I remember looking at like fucking like movies, and you like so the start of like Instagram, you'd see like those like, oh, here's like home videos of like high school in the 90s. I was like, all these fucking people are fucking old as shit.
Yeah, they look like grown ass adults.
Yeah. What happened to me?
Yeah, no, we weren't. But there were kids in our grade that were like they had beards and shit. Like the football team. I
Yeah.
honestly think the football team kids. We know who the kids who were like working out every day and had like PC and shit like that shit. I think it's not even my thought. I think it's a proven fact that improves your testosterone.
No, I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't even remember his name, the fucking Mormon. that like in middle school was just like a gym rat, like early middle school. And then by like 8th grade, he was just fucking destroying
I
everybody.
know you're talking about. That kid was stoic.
Yeah.
Was a stoic young man.
Yeah. We had a gym teacher. She was like in her like early 30s, maybe late 20s, like blonde, short chick.
Oh, I remember her.
She was like fucking mesmerized with this kid.
Drooling over him.
Yeah. I was
That
like,
shit's crazy, dude.
weird as hell.
This girl, I went on a date with this girl like last week or something, and she was telling me about, she's a paralegal. Hopefully, I'm not going to name her because she's a paralegal though, and
Paralegals all
they're
over
going
the
over
place. I could be a
cases
paralegal.
right now, and this guy is suing, he's suing someone. I don't even know. He's suing someone for like trauma and damages and like mental life damages. He's suing them for like getting fired last week because when he was 16, he had a hot Latina teacher, PE teacher, that would fuck him and like eat his ass and shit.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Sounds pretty sick, right?
Good for him.
Yeah, and then and she was like, I don't know, in her 20s, like she was telling me, and now he's claiming like this is probably like a 42-year-old Latina. She's probably like fucking has kids and like a husband now.
Probably did at the time.
She's probably
too.
a grandma now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, probably 42. That's grandma age. For the folks back, the folks down south.
Yeah, sure.
No, I know some folks from down south that would agree with that. I don't think that's racist, and if it is, I'll take the blame. But no, she probably really is. Like, she's probably got a whole life of her own.
Yeah, of course.
And now he's like 36. This was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you guys, I was so stressed out about that from 20 years ago that I got fired yesterday. And he's like suing. It's like, bro, that's like the gayest Me Too.
Yeah.
Like, the bro saw the Me Too movement, was like, I'm gonna get mines.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you got yours at a young age. Why don't you chill
I-
out? He's probably a hot young boy,
Yeah.
and that fucking hot Latina was about to take advantage of it in the early 2000s.
She got hers. He got his. Like,
They got theirs.
let it be.
Let it be. Let it be.
That's what that song's all about.
Yeah, dude. We know they love that.
That
We
was
know
their-
those boys love
That was
themselves a
their
young one.
thing.
There's this joke I've never done. I wrote it before I
I
ever
think
did
I can
stand up.
remember it.
Huh? You said you think you can?
Yeah.
Where it was like
Well, she was just
yeah
17.
Yeah. If you know what
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you might have. I feel like John Lennon could have just said, "I'm a pedophile." You know what I mean? I'm gonna I'm a statutory rape this chick. You know what I mean?
There's children around.
You heard what I said.
You know my thing.
You heard what I said. I wish
You're all over the place.
I wish
today.
we could have heard John Lennon speak in Ebonics. I wish we would have heard him, because we heard I think we've heard him talk jive before. I think they both have talked jive before.
Lennon?
Fucking around. Paul definitely has. I've heard Paul talk jive before. He's like, oh motherfucker, He's crazy, dude. It's crazy, dude. I honestly, what do you think is crazier? What do you think is crazier? You think it's crazier when like white dudes code switch in front of black people, or do you think it's crazier when like white dudes impersonate black people when no black people are around?
The second one.
I think the second one's worse too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, at least code switching. Like, I've never heard a black person hear a white, because they know what's happening.
know.
They know what they're doing. The black person knows when a white person just code switch and is like, "What's up, dog?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know that that's not how
Yeah.
they talk, unless they look like the Hoff twins. Unless they are the Hoff twins.
Yeah. It's a pretty case by case scenario.
I think most cases are not. In most cases that they're code switching. They
pretty-
truly are
yeah.
code switching. But no one ever calls Tarantino out for it. No one has ever, other than like on the internet and reactions videos, but in person, no black person has ever called Tarantino like, why are you talking like that?
It's never.
Like, excuse me, sir. Why are you talking like that to me?
Well, it's not like necessarily an outright like. It's never meant to be offensive, sort of thing.
Well, it's definitely like I think it's not meant to be offensive. I don't think for sure, but it's
Like, I could definitely see.
I think it's a nervous quirk.
Yeah,
I think it's a nervous quirk, and it's trying too hard
but the
to be
second
relatable.
thing you
It's trying too
described
hard.
what is somebody purposefully taking an opportunity to do something that they feel like they shouldn't be doing.
Quentin?
No.
Who?
What you said, is this worse than this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But then again, I don't think that's usually... I don't think that's... I guess I didn't mean it's coming from like a negative, like they're making fun of black people or like being racist, but like...
No, I know.
Just like even like, man, I got...
But it's like if somebody was in the middle of doing that and a black person walked in, they'd probably be like...
Maybe they'd be like... just try to laugh it off, like chuckle it off.
But I don't think they would just continue.
I'm Googling Paul McCartney code switch.
All
What
right,
makes Paul McCartney murder? First article headline in 2013 is what makes Paul McCartney nervous.
All right, I'm gonna piss while you find this.
All right, no, I can't seem to find the video that I've definitely seen one of those boys code switching. Maybe it's Ringo or someone, but if anyone's watching this, please find it for me. Put it in the comments. Anyways, I think we should probably get into linens.
Yeah.
Let's get inside of that boy.
Do you want Mike and Ike's?
See what this guy's got to say.
Oh shit. Hold on.
What's up, boys? I am feeling absolutely horrendous today. After we played Fort Nizzle last night, I woke up this morning, pounding headache, shortness of breath. I'm starting to cough. This would be like my 5th or 6th time with COVID. I feel not as good as a dead dog's dick right now, but hopefully everything works out. So hope you guys are staying safe.
That was a miserable update.
He seems to be enjoying life.
He let his door just sounded like he let his door just slam behind him. Dude, you saw his new apartments, right?
I haven't seen it in person.
Dude, do you see those doors, those barn doors behind him?
Yeah.
That shit is terrible.
You don't like the barn door?
I think it's the tackiest thing I've ever seen in an apartment building that's supposed to be nice and newly built. You know it's just a storage.
The barn door?
Yeah.
Like a closet?
They built that, and here's the craziest part. It's not even a door. It's a cover. There's a barn door you have to slide to unlock a door that's locked. Just like an industrial gray door.
Oh. That's weird.
It is the worst use of space I think I've ever seen in a Carmel apartment at that. Usually Carmel apartments are pretty nice. They spread them out well.
I mean, especially those are just built in the last like 5 years.
Yeah, I thought it was very tacky. I made fun of it, and I felt bad. I had a few beers, and I was making fun of it. Like, for some reason, I do this thing. We'll pass on by. For some reason, I do this thing where I make fun of stuff that people didn't do.
Sure.
They're just like maybe a subscriber to it.
Yeah.
Like a paid subscriber to it. Like say it's music or like, you know, and I'll make fun of it and people take offense for the person. Like it's the opposite of when like you're like, oh, this is a nice apartment and someone's like, thanks. It's like, you didn't make it.
No, but they're choosing to live there.
Yeah, but there's 20 apartments in a 1 mile, not even 1 second vicinity that looked exactly alike.
Maybe not.
I think
Maybe the
so.
other 19 didn't have barn doors.
No, they all do. They all do. All 19 of them. And yeah, I made fun of the barn doors, and they were like, "Well, thanks, Jared. Like, new place just moved in today. You're already making fun of it. You're like, you don't need to come inside." And I was like, "Dude, you didn't build this fucking place. Why are you taking offense for the jackass who thought this was a good idea?"
Probably because they don't like it either, and they're trying to ignore it.
They're projecting.
And they're trying to live life that they just signed a year-long lease in.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're trying to forget the barn door.
Yeah, Matt, you could be right. See, that's
Maybe.
why I got you around because
Yeah.
you think about it from another side that I don't see. I don't always. I've never said that I was the all-knowing, but I have said that I know what I know. And is there anything wrong with that?
No, that's everybody.
Cool.
Yeah.
I thought so. I was just making sure. Anyways, we're going to start something new with these pitches, I think. We'll see how long it lasts, but I think it's probably better if we switch off each week. You know, give us a little. Gives one of us more of a push.
Sure.
And and also it gives us more time to divulge on one idea at a time.
Yeah, and then
instead of
like
kinda just,
another
like,
person's not like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's get to mine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
Especially because we're always doing it right at the end.
right at the end, trying to finish up, which we're doing again. But
Yeah, of
that's
course.
fine. We got plenty of time because this week it's AJ. He's taking the reins on our
And
one.
you know
one
what?
pitch.
I think it's good, and I don't think there will be too many questions.
All right. Well, hopefully we can make it even better. No questions needed. Just
Yeah.
knowledge. Just pure knowledge.
All right,
Just threw that in at the end there.
you ready for this one?
Yes, sir. Hey,
This is
Andrew J. Baldwin, I am ready.
an adaptation. Okay.
Okay.
Now of what? You tell me. You ready? This is an epic.
Oh.
An adventure.
I like that.
A movie of giant proportions.
I like all that.
Okay.
I love them all.
An epic about a group of misfits who have to fight against annoyed crowds, musical legends, and even Satan himself to become the greatest cover band of all time. This is Guitar Hero, the movie.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That is fucking sick.
It's just about a touring rock
That's fucking
band that
awesome.
just probably makes a deal with like a demon or Satan even maybe. And they just become huge overnight. Now, obviously, they're just a cover band.
Did they go down to
That's
Georgia?
what, of course, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's how it ends. Is Satan's like, you become too powerful. I've granted you too much power. I have to take you down.
Double went down to Georgia. He was looking for some souls to steal.
And yeah.
Double went down to Georgia. He was looking for some souls to steal.
That's about it.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I like that. My first question is the singer gonna be the guy who always sings the Killers songs? With his hair over his eyes?
Is that like the cracked out looking white dude?
With the hair over his eyes? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. The main cast of characters.
Dude, that guy, I always thought that I always saw like a Gorillaz-esque animated like frontman. Like I always saw that guy was the Killers.
Yeah.
Like, that guy was that he is the visual embodiment of the Killers. That's great. Fucking great idea. So what you're gonna fight crowds and shit?
No. I'm saying like, you know, obviously you get like if you're playing bad, you get the crowds that are like they boo you off.
Oh yeah.
So like that's the first obstacle they gotta overcome. And then you'll have like, you know, there's like in I think it was Guitar Hero 2, you have to like guitar battle Tom Morello.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you know.
I'm fucking sound just like I've been working on my guitar Tom Morello's guitar playing.
Tom Morello.
I heard on my Tom Morello's guitar playing impression. You know, I saw
Yeah.
him.
No.
I think I saw him. I didn't ask him. We saw a guy. On this summit we go to sometimes to smoke weed when I was with Josh and play a bass.
Oh, you told me that. Yeah.
And I saw him, and Rob did not think it was Tom Morello, but I was fairly certain. I was about 85% sure.
Baseball hat?
He was wearing a baseball hat. He
It's
was
Tom
in a
Morello.
Chargers hoodie. Tom Morello's from LA.
Yeah, it's Tom Morello.
He was walking a dog, and it's a rich area. Like, it's a really rich area in, like, West Hollywood area.
Yeah. Tom Morello.
And it looked fucking just like him, dude. It looked just like the ambiguous skin color, everything. Looked fucking just like he was bald.
Tom Morello.
I think it was Tom Morello. The only thing he was missing was a fucking guitar.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
And a sign that's or the hello, my name is Tom Morello name tag.
Exactly. And he wasn't going. So who could really be sure entirely if he's not doing that? But
You never know.
yeah, that's fucking.
Get Tom Morello, get Sting,
Oh,
and then you got to guitar battle them, and then when you beat them, you know you become just a musical
Zach
legend.
Wild. Is Zach Wild still alive?
Zach Wild.
He's the one with the hypnotized guitar, the circles.
Oh,
He's in that too.
I don't know.
I think you
fucking
battled him.
Buckethead.
Oh my god, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick.
And then the last boss battle is fucking Satan.
Okay. I almost want Buckethead to be the last battle because it's fucking badass.
But like,
and it's lore depth. That's
you
the
gotta,
depth
you
in
gotta.
the lore.
I know, but you have to build a lore as well of like, how does a cover band become the biggest musical sensation in the world?
Being greater than how bad of songwriters do they have to be? To be like the best band ever. Just only do covers.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fire.
They have to make a deal with the devil.
Yeah. Yeah, then we got to make another deal with the devil at the end to be like, can I fucking learn how to write lyrics?
You know what? Forget the first wish.
Yeah.
Can you just help me? Can you just write us a song?
Now that we're the biggest band in the world, can we make an original?
Yeah, that's how it ends.
That would be great.
That's the after credits scene.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hey, does anyone want to pick up a fucking pen and paper?
Yeah, and the guys just the crackhead white guys drugged out, just like, hey, your way, Harry, hi. All right, well, I think that's about done it.
That'll wrap
great
us up.
pitch. Fucking great. That's one of the better ones either of us have had in a hot minute.
I think it would be a fucking amazing movie.
It would be a hit, and it would be like Barbie movie magnitude.
Yeah, Barbie.
Relatable. Barbie. That's the second time I've used like a Philly accent or whatever.
Like Barbie.
Earlier, I was like, what did I say? Someone asked me. Oh, Primo. I was like, they're like, oh, what? They asked me about like a deal at work, and I was like, oh yeah, they're doing this Primo every Tuesday.
Primo.
Yeah, Primo. All right.
Get down to the Muskokie.
What? The what?
The Skolkie?
The Skulky?
Yeah.
I just know the fucking the Pekingese. Pekingese. All right, that'll have to do it. That'll just have to do it.
It's like busting a nut.
It's like just like busting a nut, dude. I could do it every day, and it would 5 times a day, and it would feel good at the end. Yeah, I get addicted to podcasting. I like just a final note. I like referring to this as a show instead of a podcast.
It is a show.
When I talk to people, I'm like, yeah, I got to do this show.
It's a visual medium.
It is a visual medium. If you're
really missing out if you don't see this.
If you don't look, you'll be missing out a whole lot.
See, if you're just listening right now, you have no idea what's happening.
Like
you are a lesser human being.
It's like busting a nut.
It's like jizzing all over the place. And with that, I think you got to sign off.
All right, folks, ladies, gents, babies, whence. Fucking babies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. And baby, we've gone again.
I guess it's go time. I guess it's go time.